collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your 8-card draw. What do I need? Shadow read for this full moon in Aquarius to new moon in Virgo, August 2022. I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Pisces moon, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Production since 1998, 24 years in service, author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, available on Kindle. There's a link in the description box, and a lot of the wisdom I gained along that way is in that book, Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, and you can preview it for free if you click the link. Oh, and I'm a creator on Patreon, patreon.com/drawingthecircle, really allowing my mystical art to find a true place where I can have the creative freedom to do what I do. My subscribers in levels, humans, heroes, angels, witches, immortals, gods, goddesses, soon to be mystics on there as well, helping me to help do what they sent me into this world to do, and loving it very, very, very much. So, as much as I do love what I'm doing on YouTube and will continue to do so, I'm really enjoying myself on Patreon. So if you want more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Angelo Lyons, my initials, then come Patreon on Patreon, because I'm the Archangel of Lions, Angelo Lyons. But like I said, you can just call me Mal. Hey, fishies, my mer people. Oh, we made it to the end of the series. This has been a really interesting one. Very, very clear readings. So let's hope, as usual, that the best has been saved for last, right? We save the best for last. Always here on Drawing the Circle, me being a Pisces moon. I had a nice break from my own signs, but here we are. So if you are new to the channel, an 8-card draw used to be 7 cards, added a new deck. The 8-card draw is just 1 card from 8 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline, in this case a waning moon. I also do the waxing moons, the 5-card draws, but they'll be on their way soon. Get you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline. So not a timed read, but a timeless read. And you can go into the playlist and find ones from the past, right? So that you can get some insight, perhaps some missing puzzle pieces if you want. You could do that. Let's look at the timeline itself. Full moon in Aquarius, Thursday, August 11, 9:36 p.m. It's going to be a very powerful evening. Eastern time, by the way. I'm in New York. And I have to say, Aquarius, fixed air sign, right? Air, element of air. And Thursday, the day of Jupiter, an air planet that could be very expansive. All sorts of cool magical applications on that. And I'm not even sure what I'm doing, but I am going to record a spell for Patreon. Everybody else will get it after about a week or so. I usually do, or something like that. We'll see. And then, let's see if that one pops up again. Then we are doing the 2 weeks following the waning, the letting go, the releasing, the forgiving, the surrendering. I use the language of spiritual alchemy, the alchemy from lead to gold. Lead has 3 more atoms than gold over a 2-week period, gently, gradually waning away those 3 atoms to go from pain to peace, toxic to healthy, shadow to light, illusion to truth, fear to love. Pick your lead to gold dynamic with a hidden blessing, because there's gold and then there are leads to the new moon in Virgo, Saturday, August 27th, 4:17 a.m. We're going to be waking up with the moon in the mutable earth sign of Virgo. I'm a Virgo. I was born on a full moon. Oh, so the next full moon, yeah, will be right? Am I right? Yeah, it'll be the moon in Pisces, full moon in Pisces. That's, I was born on that one. But it's on a Saturday, the day of Saturn, another Earth planet. So we're starting a full moon with double air and going to a new moon with double Earth. So certainly the ability to weed the garden these next 2 weeks so that you can plant new seeds, maybe literally, but certainly symbolically speaking. So it is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs to get more information about the timeline we're about to look at from another astrological point of view, perhaps, or maybe you have different aspects of your life that each one would pertain to. But as you heal one, you shift all of them. And that's true on a global scale as well. The shadow, there's a wonderful link in the description box down there, not mine. The Shadow Effect. It's a movie featuring Debbie Ford, who's unfortunately no longer with us, but her work has really, really helped me. I'll say that much. And it's sort of like The Secret, but for shadow work. It's a good introduction to both the psychological and the spiritual. There's a whole gamut of shadow work that you can tap into in so many different ways. Jungian, all the way to the tinfoil hat, woo-woo land, whatever. You do you. But I highly do recommend it, because the more you do your shadow work, the less of that shadow goes into the collective, and we see manifestations like war and rape and just horror and violence, right? Because that's what happens to the unexpressed shadow. It takes people over and they lash out. And afterwards, we all say the same thing. I wasn't myself. I don't know what came over me. So this is your opportunity to do not just personal shadow work, healing, alchemy, and transformation, but global as well, particularly Pisces, because 12th house is the collective unconscious, and that's where all that stuff goes eventually. If we don't deal with it, it goes into the collective unconscious, then it just pops up and out of nowhere, out of anybody, right? But not if you know what you're doing. So, both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I will do my best, I promise, to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace that we need. I often show up, particularly in the Pisces reads, that we need to heal ourselves, to move forward, to go from shadow to light, and to shift from a more to a more golden timeline, healthy, right, lovely, than the toxic. And it's a spectrum, right? We're always jumping timelines, but we're taking everybody else with us. Versions of all of us in all these different timelines. Quantum physics. Please don't make me do math, but please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Here we go. Using the Caroline Myss archetype cards, I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Piscean collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. Please, the angels, archangels, goddesses, gods, ascended masters of the General Assembly, the higher selves of all involved, the spirit animals and totems, Lord Ganesha, the Hindu god, as well as the pantheon of all pantheons, all traditions, lineages, and cultures, please, as needed, one card in clarity, the dominant 8th chakra archetype, the soul power that they need to, it's a what do I need, right? That they need to be aware of to alchemize it from lead to gold, shadow to light, pain to peace, affecting all of the other chakras from the crown down in terms of what they attract and what they repel. This is the template through which they can create their reality, lead or gold. So please, what's going on? Where they have it for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Pisces collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, across watchers. What's hovering over their head this full to new August 2022? Yes, the hero archetype. Oh, thank God. Action family archetype. There are 9 different families. Oh, thank God. Because the hero-heroine is the hero's journey. Now, it does say hero-heroine for brevity. I say hero because to me, hero is gender neutral. And I'm okay with that. Now, before I read this, there's the shadow attribute written on it and the light. Shadow to light, the lead, the gold, the pain, the peace, right? And here's the thing. This sort of healing can be delayed but not prevented. My guide said it to me last week, and I don't think I'll ever forget it. They're like, look, you don't have to do this right now. And it was a busy day. It was a lot going on. Like, you don't have to, like, heal this and feel this all right now. It can be delayed, but it can't be prevented. So do you want to do it now? Do you want to do it tonight, next week, next year, 10 years from now, next life, 10 lives from now? Course in Miracles says right in the introduction, free will does not mean that you get to choose the curriculum. It just means you get to choose at what time you want to take, or you want to take it, right? So you can take this part of it now and that part of it later. Yeah, it's all quantum. It's all holographic. So the shadow attribute, should you choose to accept it, shadow's what you don't want to look at, or if you do look at it, you don't want anybody else to look at it. Escapism and a false sense of heroism, which is essentially the villain. right? If you think about it, the inaction of the villain as well to allow things to be perpetrated, right? And escapism. All villains think they're heroes on some level, except for those who don't, and those are the ones that are really got to look out for. Although the deluded, sometimes you can sneak around them a little bit easier. What you're shooting for here is the light attribute, a passion for a journey, there's the hero's journey, of personal power. And personal power for Pisces, which is a lot of p-p-p-p-s for one sentence, is an incredible thing because, you know, is it emotional power? Is it intuitive power? Is it magical power? Is it mystical powers? You know, it's all sorts of different kind of powers. So, in a general read, that's wonderful. And now we've got how many movies? You have no idea. It was actually Joseph Campbell who created the cycle of the hero's journey with its different pit stops along the way, including going into the underworld. So many of our movies, our ancient myths, right? Our soap operas have the hero's journey, and it's just so funny. Even on Drag Race, interesting. RuPaul's not like, you know, indie fucking. So we got the 8th chakra hovering overhead. Now, like I said, that's sending down the codes to all the other chakras affecting what you attract and repel, the electromagnetic field. So we're going to look at the next 4 chakras down. Crown, third eye, throat, heart, spiritual power, mental power. Remember, this is about empowerment, willpower, choices, and decisions, which is where you choose to either delay or not delay that which cannot be prevented, and emotional power, which is certainly Pisces dominant, one would think. Water sign dominant. Let's see what hits the table. Breathe. Ooh, sorry, that was my lower back, not an empathic or an intuitive twinge. Ooh, yeah, I need a massage. One more time, please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Indeed, as I call upon my goddesses of water, the sign of Pisces, powers of the West, please, my beloveds. One card in clarity for the Piscean collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers, because if they do this shadow work for themselves, they're going to help heal themselves. They're going to help heal the Pisces that they're cross watching for, as well as the Pisces collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign collective, as well as all of life in some way, shape, or form. So please guide them, direct them. What is it they need to be aware of? Heart, third eye, crown, internal world, feminine energy, goddess energy, second level of power. Using the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, this full to new, August 2022. Oh, thank God. 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups, inner, definitely heart chakra. The key word is compassion. This is about balancing emotion, feeling it. And so the mantra is for whatever emotion comes up, because you don't know if it's you, if it's your personal stuff, if it's collective from the collective unconscious, if you're picking it up empathically. Here's a little thing you might not have known. I just learned this maybe 10 years ago. That empaths, well, everybody really, takes an energy through the lower 3 chakras, then it shoots up, right? So we think it's coming into our heart, but usually it can come through the root. Tribes, we'll look at that in the next card down, right? Like from lots of people. Second chakra, one-on-one, another person, or maybe it's just our own stuff, right? So I'm loving this. This is 5 women laying hands on a 6th woman on the beach, right? So the mantra is, it's okay. Talk to the emotions. I know, it sounds weird. It's like inner child work, right? It's just like talk to the emotions, whatever they are. Because on a hero's journey, they are an essential part of it. And if the hero doesn't break down at some point, it's not much of a hero's journey, right? And I don't mean total breakdown. And certainly it's not much of a hero's journey without demons, dragons, villains, gamblers, liars, tramps, and thieves. So let's keep going with this. I love this. This is being compassionate with yourself to start with, right? And having a compassionate heart, and as a result, being in balance. Very Tiferet, very Tree of Life, heart chakra. Balance and harmony. So let's look at them lower 3 chakras. Using the mythic tarot, the masculine energy, looking at yourself from the outside in, like looking in a mirror. Could be you looking at a person, place, or thing from the inside of your perception out. Can be both of that. There will be a lot of mirroring that way too. Only you can know that in a general read. But like I said, lower 3 chakras are groups, right? So that relationships in the world, groups of people. Second chakra, one-on-one, also money, sex, and power and creativity. And solar plexus, your relationship to yourself in the world, your self-esteem, your intuition, your honor code, what you will, what you won't, what you do, what you don't, your boundaries, what you won't stand for, and what you will stand up for as a hero on the path with a balancing, compassionate heart. Please take a nice deep breath. I'm into this read. Still point. There we go. As I call upon my gods of water, the sign of Pisces, powers of the West, please, one card in clarity to help with the shadow work the Piscean collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers watching this video are most likely going to deal with on the hero's journey of personal empowerment. With that 6 of Cups on the inner, what do they got to do this alchemy that they need to be aware of? Outside in, inside out, lower 3 chakra, masculine, yang dynamic. This full to new August 2022, you got the Tower, and the Tower in this deck is represented by the Greek god Poseidon, the god of the oceans, Neptune, the ruling planet of Pisces. Okay, I wouldn't go so far as to call this a double whammy. But look, we know the Tower card. It's not always a bad thing, right? All tarot cards are neutral. It's a percentage scale of lead to gold, right? Scary to wonderful, right? So the Earth Shaker. I know we think of the lightning. That's Zeus. Obviously, the brothers were tag teaming on this. We're working together on this one. So there is an abrupt change in the outside when it's a major, like this is very heart chakra, heart, third eye crown, element of water, emotion. When it's a major arcana card, it's all the chakras in, well, in this case, the first level of power, lower 3 chakras, relationships and activities in the physical world. So we are looking at something being shook here, something but fast. It's not a gradual process. This is something that as a hero happens a lot. Right? You know, the bat signal. Whatever. You know, Diana's just like strolling along, and it's a good thing she's got the bracelets on. Bombshell Wonder Woman. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, she's got to go to the mall and save a life in the 80s. I can't wait for the next one to come out, by the way. See my Wonder Woman sunglasses? They sit there all the time. I don't know if you can see them. Right? So lightning strikes, but something is shook. An instant change. Now, is it a total transformation? Well, you can't be unstruck by lightning, but the Tower is about a structure being reduced to rubble and then something better being rebuilt. It's not the end of the major arcana by any stretch. So whatever this is in the outside, to be a compassionate heart. Start with yourself, because this also could be a spiritual lightning bolt that hits you. A bit of a realization that changes the game. A little bit like the Judgment card, but it can be light is truth. So whether this is Zeus or Poseidon, right? Lightning or earthquake, either way, that emotional balance is there for you if you want it. Alright, so let's get you a healing mantra from the Matcon Healing Mantra deck, because in the beginning there was Genghis, then there was Kubla, then there was Madeline, then there was Chaka, and then there was Matt Kahn. Kahn! I love him. His work is amazing. One of 4 bookie book reads, as I like to call it, because he's teeny tiny little bookie books. And if you are a cross-watcher, work the mantra at least. Like I said, you're going to heal you, you're going to help heal the Pisces you're cross-watching for, as well as all of life in some way, shape, or form. So let's see what hits the table to help align the chakras. And there's nothing like a mantra to help you do shadow work. Please take a nice deep breath. And sometimes this makes it very specific for one of my viewers out there. Breathe. Still point. As I call to the Ascended Masters of the General Assembly. Yes, I could have said empowerment, but I want the General Assembly on this, because the hero's journey can be about anything. Please, beloveds, one card in clarity for the Piscean collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. What is the perfect healing mantra to help them align these chakras, to help them do the shadow work, to alchemize the hero, maybe from the villain to the hero, because there's compassion in their heart, right? The choice is theirs, what they want to do with that, but compassion with themselves, compassion to others in a situation where the tower, the lightning has struck or the earthquake is happening and it's coming very fast. Maybe it's something that's already happened to them, but could be something that has not happened yet or is, happening right now. So please, one card in clarity, help them heal. The perfect healing mantra for the Piscean collective and cross watcher this full to new August 2022. Welcoming surrender. There is no problem, only destiny being fulfilled. Now, so this could be something that appears as a problem, but I like to refer to the work of Eckhart Tolle, T-O-L-L-E, his book, The Power of Now. He says that there are no problems, they're just situations, but it's the mind that turns it into a problem, just as a little point of view, right? Just something outside of divination. I mean, hey, he's friends with Oprah, right? So, welcoming surrender, and surrender is very much part of the waning moon process. In other words, life is going to have its way with us one way or the other. It can be delayed, but not prevented, and really, how long can you delay? So I'm going to read it from the Bookie Book, but I want to say compassion with yourself is going to be key to this, because there's a divine plan in play, and this is the last card in this deck, so it is sort of the grand finale of Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Here we go. Welcoming surrender. There is no problem, only destiny being revealed. And maybe her child. When surrender is welcome, you are open to viewing life as the playground of the soul's evolution. The soul's evolution, not necessarily what the ego wants. It sees it all as a problem. You are no longer worrying about what to do or where to go. Instead, you are following the gentle, peaceful flow of inner guidance, Pisces. There's our guide, right? There's our gig of inner guidance. In surrender, every personal conflict is handed over to Source, which means, here, y'all take it and show me, I will do the best I can, right? Toss it up, they shift it, and they send it back down. It's handed over to Source so as not to distract you from the prime objective of evolving your consciousness with the utmost sincerity, love, and compassion for all. And that is a journey, right? Something blows up, something happens, it ain't great, and you're like, right? Because we got two speeds, us Pisces. Dolphin and Barracuda. Barracuda. We'll put some heart in that. So we don't have to jump there all the way to Dolphin 24/7, 365. We can't. We feel it all. And plus the empathy part of it, who are you feeling? Who's zooming who? Right? So to really get, there is no problem. There's only destiny being revealed, and fate is what you cannot change. This is something probably you cannot change. Destiny is what you do with it. That's the alchemy. I could say from shadow to light, light to gold, pain to peace, from fate to destiny, because it's all the same journey. Just remember, there's a planetary fate and a planetary destiny as well. This is so cool. This mantra is ideal for eliminating resistance, dealing with anger, shark, barracuda, and easing an overthinking mind, because when the mind can't stop, it means your heart's not open. Thank you, Matt Kahn, again. His work is wonderful. His YouTube channel, Matt Kahn, All for Love. Check it out. I've never met him. I don't think he knows who I am. Although somebody might have said, there's this purple-haired gay witch in New York hawking your shit like crazy. I'm not getting any money for it, believe me. I don't think he knows who I am. So, the Witch in the Woods, the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. So, what say we move on? We're halfway through this 8-card draw. Card number 5, the Whispers of Love Oracle. The voices of the higher selves of all involved is what this deck has been cleansed, consecrated, empowered, dedicated to do. So if there are other people involved here, their higher selves have a say. But if this is all just within you, then this is the Piscean Collective and, well, cross watchers. Crotch watcher! Please take a nice deep breath. I'm allowed to have fun. So are you. Still point. Well, okay then. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, what is the whisper of love for the Piscean Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, the piece of information, inspiration, insight they need to alchemize this hero in the 8th, 6 of Cups on the inner, Tower on the outer, welcoming surrender because there is no problem, only their destiny being revealed, their whisper from y'all to them this full to new August 2022. Have patience. Love is patient and kind always. All right. So that means you can dog paddle. You don't have to like totally, you know, oh God, what was his name? The cute one who got caught for doing bong hits. Oh, he's so cute. I like him tall. Have patience, regardless. I suck at names. That's why I'm really bad with celebrities, unless you're like Bette Midler or similar. Look, have patience with yourself emotionally, which means the emotional shadow work, because there's the emotional aspect of it. It's not all emotional work. A good chunk of it is. Sometimes it's like skinny dipping in the river Styx, I'll be honest. But, you know, to have patience with yourself and that, oh yes, I embraced my inner child. I feel so free and so liberated day 1. And day 3, something else, but I guess it didn't work. No, it's a process of excavation, of interior archaeology, and of course connecting. You're going to understand people better. See, this is what it means to be an empath. Being an empath does not mean being weak and sensitive and don't step on my triggers. No, a master empath is one who says, go ahead, fucking trigger me because I know it ain't mine. I'm an immortal soul that came into this body to play this role, right? And what I'm feeling is the conditioning of ancestors going back, how far back you want to go, Og and Grog, cavemen, right? As well as I'm picking up stuff horizontally from people from the earth itself. Yeah, you don't have to figure out what's what. You really don't. There is no problems, only destiny being revealed. So of course, as these feelings move through you, not only are you healing you and everybody else, but of course it creates compassion and empathy because you know what suffering is like, right? So, yeah, have patience with yourself and others. That will come. It's got to start with you because time is my ally, time is my friend, my companion and lover beginning to end, a spell I recorded last time I was up in Saratoga, or the time before that. It's where I'm moving to, by the way. I'm moving, if I didn't mention it, this year instead of next, we hope. So, our next book read is from The Divine Animals Oracle by Stacey DeMacco. I freaking love her name. Being from New York, I don't know if she's from New York. Because if you're going to take the hero's journey in particular, right, you know, He-Man had Cringer, Superman had Crypto, the Wonder Dog, the Super Dog. Which every time I hear cryptocurrency, I think of his little face on there. I loved Crypto. You have your, Bagheera, whatever. Whoever. So let's get you a Divine Animals Oracle for this. And I love this deck. What's written in the book, there's so much. I only read the beginning part, the verbal description, and the magic application, if you so choose. Let's just see what hits the table. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Here we go as I call upon the spirit animals and totems for the Piscean Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video and receiving this reading. Oh, and the cross watchers, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading. This has taken me somewhere. Please, one card in clarity What is the divine animals oracle? Who walks with them? Who swims with them? Who crawls with them? Who flies with them? Helping them do the shadow work, alchemizing that hero with compassion. Six of Cups on the inner, Poseidon the tower on the outer, welcoming surrender. There's no problem. There's no problem. Only destiny being revealed. But I gotta have patience, right? Having patience, because love, true love, the truth of who we are, is kind and patient always, but it's gotta start within. So please, who walks, who swims, who flies, who crawls with the Pisces, this new to full to new. Oh, August 2022, the peregrine falcon, which I think is the fastest bird. I think. I have a friend who is a nature conservancy bird watcher, earth science teacher, a Pisces, interestingly enough, who told me all about the peregrine falcon. Well, I don't know all about, but close enough. I'll show you the card in a second. Card number 25, peregrine observation. The artwork is so good and so multi-layered. Like, you think you're just looking at one thing and you look a little deeper and, oh, there's something else in there. Right, do you see the bird's head coming down? Right, there's the eye. It's just so gorgeous. And into the hand of, which I'm guessing is an Egyptian figure, because the falcon and Horus and all of that. The question before us is, what happened to Horus? It's very different from Ms. Midler's original interpretation. One short there. Wow, horse magic is really long. 25... peregrine falcon, if you like, please breathe. Well, breathe anyway. Peregrine falcon, I wonder if she has a home for kids. Observation is your key word. Take a step back and simply observe a situation. Okay, listen and watch before you decide on a course of action, as acting rashly will not serve you in your current situation. You are being supported by powerful forces. Do not fear. You are protected. So there's a touch of protection in there, but it's saying observe. Pull back. Fly. Maybe that's what that kind of feeling was. The magic, the primary magic of the peregrine is one of protection. The energy is one of an all-seeing observer and protector on high. Work with peregrine magic when you need some powerful safeguarding or support. Well, particularly if you are a hero on a hero's journey and there is something that happened that you have a compassionate heart and it's hitting you. Right? Not that you need to run from it, but you can certainly ask for a higher point of view to help you see it, which is in and of itself a form of protection. Like if you get, oh, this is everybody. Whenever you're feeling something intense, my guides say this to me, and so they're saying it now. And whenever you're feeling something really intense, it's very uncomfortable or even outright painful or unbearable, just ask the question, ask the guides, what percentage of the population right now is feeling this right now? Or how many people, right? And you get a number, and sometimes it's like 2 billion, like the fear of loss. Everybody, right? Depending on what's going down. And you go, oh, all right. Because sometimes it's just that feeling of isolation. I'm the only one who feels this way, which is what the ego says. That can make it much worse. The other element I love about working with peregrine energy is the wise observational quality it provides. When you need to make a decision about a situation and need to have more information to do so, this animal will help you see the full view. And to be patient, can you believe it? Patient, have patience about the gathering of intelligence. Now that is saying, it depends on how you want to look at this, right? It's not a problem. It's destiny being revealed. It's part of the hero's journey. Yes, of course the ego is going to think it's a problem, but the soul knows better. Human, hero, immortal, God, ego, personality, soul, and higher self. Just saying. Wait till that book comes out someday, if I get around to it. I'm going to move my house before I write another book. Oh, the new deck. Thank you, Stacy DeMarco. I freaking love your name. And you know who else's name I love? Lord Ganesh. And here we are using the whispers of Lord Ganesha. The A on the end pops up here and there. I've always called him Ganesh. But Ganesha is fine with me. Angelo Hartfield, who also does the Whispers of Love, Whispers of Lord Ganesha. These are wonderful. Now, as you can see, the elephant, maybe you can see the elephant god of the Hindus of wealth and prosperity and success, but also known as the remover of obstacles. So, metaphorically, we can think of those 3 atoms in lead that keep it from being gold are an obstacle that he can help remove. And I love the book, and the artwork is... I love Lord Ganesh. Let's ask him. What do you say, fishy family? Please take a nice deep breath and cross watchers. Let's go deep. Still point. I don't know if you heard that horn. It's a good sign. As I call it a horn, whatever. I call upon you, beloved Lord Ganesh, you who are joy and laughter and success and prosperity and wealth and all that good stuff, but mostly known here in the West as the remover of obstacles, like an elephant just bonking its head against the tree and knocking it over. Please, 1 card in clarity for my beloved, our beloved Piscean collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. What is your guidance, grace, love, wisdom, and power? Your blessing, your gift to help with the shadow work of the hero in the 8th chakra, 6 of Cups on the inner, Tower on the outer, as they welcome surrender, having patience with observation for the well-being and the healing of all. This full to new August 2022. Understanding. And look at the elephant eye. Is there anything deeper than an elephant's eye? Well, I hear that the corn was as high as the elephant's eye. I can't believe I fucking went musical theater in Oklahoma, of all things. I had to sing that as an assignment at the Boston Conservatory of Music, Dance, and Theater. I tore the crap out of it because I sang it as though I was hungover. Everybody fucking loved it. The teacher did not, but yeah, fuck you. Can't stand them. What are we here? Card number 6. I'm allowed to have fun. It's my channel. I'm allowed to have fun. It's my channel, not yours. Card number 13, understanding. Just went off on a tangent. It's the last reading. They always let me go a little, I can't say hog wild, shark wild. I don't know if I want to do that either. Wild dolphin, carp, gefilte. I keep going in the wrong direction. There we go. It's humid. Pages are getting a little clumpy. Ready? You'll love this. Breathe. Card number 13, understanding. Clear vision is the gift of... So it's the peregrine falcon, it's observation. Clear vision is the gift of seeing with not only your physical eyes, but also with your spiritual eyes. Got it. Check. The eye of Ganesha symbolizes the state of grace that is reached through your willingness to do your spiritual work in this lifetime. Yeah. As you focus on your life lessons, you reclaim in this lifetime, as you focus on your life lessons, you reclaim the true meaning of your being. You have the talent and determination to continue on this course before you. The eye holds the key to your higher consciousness and your gift of awareness. Look for the deeper meaning in ordinary experiences. Work on being more observant. Remember to live in balance with your physical and spiritual bodies. Take time to look at your current circumstances from a different perspective, like maybe the peregrine falcons, just because it's on the table. Free yourself from limiting thoughts and beliefs. You are receiving an opportunity to move beyond your past. In other words, there isn't a problem, it's only destiny being revealed. You're a hero on a journey. Accept that the fear from the past, and even as you move forward, serves a greater purpose. That even the fear, even this tower on the outer serves a purpose. Imagine yourself soaring above the current situation, like, I don't know, the peregrine falcon, gaining a greater perspective. It is your ability to rise above the condition that will benefit and assist you in flourishing. Ganesha asks that you give yourself permission to be free in order to attain the joy that your heart desires. Spot on. And by the way, this is my Ajna stone. Ajna, named for the third eye. I did a third eye spell. The Ajna spell, you might want to check it out. You don't need an eye light to do it with it. I just happen to have one. So, we're getting a lot of confirmation in this read. And this, a lot of them have been like that in this series now. If you know your other signs, go check them out. Or if you want to cross-watch. Cross-watch, I'm in love with Seth MacFarlane. Oh, God, I hope he never finds out. Within the lead, there is gold. There is a hidden blessing, right? There's light within the shadow, metaphorically. If you do the alchemy, and here's the T, if you just do your best, right? You don't have to cross every T, dot every I, nail every dismount. It's a hero's journey, not a test. I know it feels like a test sometimes, but it's not. It's a process of growth, awakening, and evolution. So we're going to have a look at what that gold is. The hidden blessing with the blessed be, the mystical blessing cards to enrich and empower by Lucy Cavendish, because I freaking love her name and her work as well. The prayers are beautiful. That's what we're actually going to read. The prayer, do it for realsies. So let's see what that gold within the lead is. Just do your best. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call to the pantheons of all pantheons, all traditions, all lineages, all cultures, please, one card in clarity, the hidden blessing, reveal for the Piscean collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. What is the gold within the lead? The hidden blessing, so they can embrace their passion for a passion for a personal journey of empowerment. With that Six of Cups on the inner is something that it's going to go back and forth. It's Pisces. It's a 6. They're going to have days when they're not feeling so compassionate, and then to be compassionate with themselves when they don't, because those voices need love too. They just need not to drive. With that Tower card on the outer, this feels like abrupt, but it could be a realization as well. Outside looking in, inside looking out, that just changes the game very fast on the outer. And of course, the ego is going to immediately see it as an obstacle, as a problem, as something horrible to inconvenient. That's a spectrum. But there is no problem. Only destiny being revealed. This is the playground for the evolution of their soul. And this is definitely a hero's journey kind of mantra. So for them to have patience, because love is kind and patient always. And again, for that to start within. And I feel like with that compassion card, that Six of Cups there, they have that. So, of course, calling upon the peregrine falcon to be the observer, to see this from a higher point of view, as referenced with Ganesha's obstacle-removing grace of understanding, to really get this on a higher level. That it's not a problem. It's destiny being revealed, but that doesn't mean it's going to be fun 24/7, or it's even what you want. It's what we need. It's what we need. It's what the soul needs to take its journey. So please, they do the best that they can. Right? The Piscean collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sons of Cross Watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, what would that hidden blessing be? This full to new August 2022. There was a Whisper of Love oracle mixed into this one, and it's consider your foundation. You are being asked to look at how committed you are to love. So we're going to call that a 9-card draw. What is the hidden blessing? That was sneaky. I had no idea. Consider your foundation. You're being asked to consider how committed you are to love. Shit. All right. You could be meeting somebody new. I don't know. Please, one card in clarity. What's the lead? What's the gold within this lead for this hero and the Pisces this full to new? A blessing for unity where there once was division, which is what created the illusion of separation. It's just an illusion. All right. Look at your lady with a pretty crown and a bunny. It's called the bunny. I can't believe it. Consider your foundation with have patience. Take your time on this one. It takes a while to consider how committed you are to love in any given situation, but to yourself. Be compassionate. So, card number 37, a blessing for unity where there once was division. Oh, is this down at the end of Lonely Street? Is this Heartbreak Hotel? Healing Heartbreak could have come up as the mantra. What is that? 37, the 3s and the 5s look alike, but there is no card of 57, so I'm going to go with it. Pie whack it. We're going to do this for this is going to happen. I'm going to read it from the book. It ends with blessed be, and then I put for the well-being of all and that stuff at the end, because that's my gig. So we do these for real. I got my blessing cords art. We got the hardware of the Torch of Archangel Ariel. But then we'll chat a little bit at the end as I release the Piscean Collective, considering I'm part of it. Usually letting the rest of the goofy free back to swim in the ocean. Like Willie. Please take a nice deep breath. Pantheons of all pantheons, confer this blessing through me. Here we go. Still point. Card number 37, a blessing for unity where there once was division. Can you imagine the effect this would have on all of life and all the people on planet Earth if we all did this? A blessing to help accept the differences between you so that they inspire conversation and exploration, interest and discovery, rather than separation and rejection. Oh boy. May the division between you be mind as you both begin to build a bridge of light formed from the willingness within your hearts to find your way back to a common vision. May the differences be worked through with the highest good of all concerned for the foremost goal. May the differences that remain be ones that bring spice and change and agility to your ways and thinking, and may the bridge that is built between you all be strong and sturdy, lasting through the ages. May the newfound unity recognize that there is not sameness but a oneness of vision, and a weaving together of dissimilar threads to create a glorious picture of paradox and complementary opposites. This is beautiful. It's like the dolphin and the shark. Let the antagonism and focused upon rejection give you a way to a humility, a willingness to listen, and may those who are unquiet and bellicose in their rumblings and threats be stilled by the knowledge that all will gain when peace is found. Can you imagine this happening globally, politically? May the love that can be born between people find its way through the fear. May the sense that when together more can be achieved than when stubbornly apart. Melt away the fences and walls that hold us from each other. Let us live and let live, give and take, share and receive, and come to an understanding. And let none of us involved in the bringing together of separate parties set alight that bridge. Instead, let us quietly, surely, and with intentions matching actions, build the way to reach each other once again. United, so much can be done. We can raise each other up. And as you do, each of you who brings your heart to this task of healing will stand firm upon the solid ground you are now building. Unity is yours, friend And with this Nine of Cups, this could be somebody from, Six of Cups, this could be somebody from your past. A unity where there once was a division. Blessed be. For the well-being of all. And with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. So let it be. So it is. Ooh, hero on a journey of compassion. Something happens, not a problem, just destiny being revealed. Consider your foundation, how committed you are to love as you have patience. Seeing it with the peregrine falcon as an observer, gaining the spiritual understanding here that of course brings unity where there once was division. And that's shadow work. That's what shadow work does. It shows you the common threads between all things. So did it help? Did you like it? Did it make sense? Please hit the thumbs up and help the other fish family find it. Ooh, a lot of fufufas in that one. And if you want more of me here on YouTube and you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell, because I'm going to be moving my entire house. Well, not picking up the house and moving it, but moving upstate New York to be closer to my family in Saratoga County. So I'm putting these out when they're ready. This is my mystical art. This is my career, my true calling. So hit the notification bell. You never know when something's going to hit. And if you want more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal, come Patreon on Patreon. Patreon.com/drawing the circle, streaming there every morning, talking about stuff, doing a little prayer, having a great way to start the day, exclusive content, advanced content, just putting out something there all the time. It is truly a place where I get to swim in my own depths and share what I find within guidelines. It is not OnlyFans. And yeah, come Patreon on Patreon. And if you want to book me for a private read, there's a link in the description box. Booking a reading with Mal explains it all for you, beginning, middle, and end. Yeah, all of it. Explains all of it, just like Clarissa. It's still a stupid joke. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I love you. Hang in there. Good luck with the shadow work. Reach out if you need help. There's more than me in service here. And do your best and have patience considering your foundation. That was great. Wishing you all the very, very best. And the very, very blessed, my fishy family. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.